Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is the second installment, second video, second whatever of Ledgestone week. Round one is in the books. I shot a 60 at Northwood. I shot a 60 at Northwood. That'd be really good. I shot a 60 at Eureka. Played a pretty clean round. Didn't capitalize on everything I could have capitalized on. Hole one, I should have birdied. Went OB on 5, saved it from the drop zone. Had a putt on 6 for birdie. Definitely feels like an eagle. Got 7. Had a putt inside the circle on 8. Chained out on 9, nubbed out, whatever. Got 11. I parked the water tower hole, hit the koozie. Messed up a very good opportunity on 13 as well after being perfect in 2. Saved a par on 14. Bogeyed 15 because I ran my birdie putt too hard and then chained out on the normal putt. Then birdied 16, 17, and parred 18. So, 10:31 right around has me in 30th place. Played with Jeremy Colling yesterday, Gavin Babcock, and a person named Brian. I don't remember his last name. But fun card, and I had a great support system as usual out there with Josh Stretzel, my wife's best friend Sarah, George, Chris Odom, Zereb. Thanks each and every one of you. Oh, and Thomas, I think is his name. So thank you guys all for the support. Today I'm at Northwood Black. I tee off in an hour. I'm sitting here in my car, just eating lunch and all that fun stuff. Tee off in an hour. This course, it can go either way. Like, you just have to go out there and do your best and just grind. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go play it hole by hole and see if I can get something going here in a positive direction and just really grind away at it. So that is the goal today. I'm not sure what this video is going to go per se, but we're gonna go out there and we're gonna do this. I don't really have anyone to film, so not too much action shots, kind of just contextual recaps, reviews, things like that. Tonight might be doing some fishing or some swimming or something cool. George Andre's house, so we'll see. Either way, guys, I'll check back in with you after the round, and positive or negative, I'm going to roll with it and accept it and try to just not dwell. That's the important thing I'm going to try to do in this tournament. It's just kind of like keep my mind at ease and just do everything I can, but not really fret too much on the negativity. So let's do that. I had a 10 on a hole, shot 4 up. We'll recap later. All right, before we talk about today, look at this. Look at the support squad.
Oh, we're recording.
Yeah, we're. It's a movie.
I thought we were gonna take a photo.
All right, so here we are before round 3. As I awkwardly sit in my passenger seat. There's just people playing. I didn't want to talk out loud, talk outside and be loud. So an interesting thing that happened yesterday, before I teed off, as I'm walking up to tee off, I had the state coordinator of Illinois come and like rub his arm over my shoulder and stuff. And I had AirPods on, which I always do in the first couple holes to get acclimated into the round. And he said something to me and I didn't hear him, so I take it off. This is literally after they announced my name. So, like, terrible timing. He comes up to me in this process, says something. I have to take off my AirPod and say, "What? You know, this is weird. Why are you messing with me right when I'm about to throw?" He asked me if my shirt was dry fit, which, of course, it was. And he's like, I had to make sure. But he just insisted on, like, feeling my shoulder instead of just asking me. It was a really messed up situation, if you ask me. I've had like a day to process this. I'm still not sure how I feel about it. I don't think it's right that you do that. I think you should just ask somebody. Weird. And then Jeremy Colling also said that they did the same thing to Jules the day before since she was caddying for him. And he wasn't very happy about it either. So, some weird stuff, to say the least. So yesterday, I did take a 10 on hole 12. I saw the fairway on my 7th shot for the first time. It was not good. I probably forced a couple extra strokes in there, but the important part about that round is I didn't let it get me completely down and out of it. I took that 10 and I proceeded to birdie 13, which is a hard hole. Parred the next par 5. Went OB on 15, didn't save it, took a bogey. Birdied 16, went OB on 17, saved my par. And then I birdied 18, which only 8% of the field birdied yesterday or something like that. So I have food stuck in my teeth. I got it. But so not too bad overall. I'm in the cut currently. I need to go out and shoot something probably 3 over or better. Maybe 2 over to 2 down range would be ideal. I had a really good par save on 3 yesterday. I missed a short putt on 5 for birdie, but I had a good pitch out par on 6. I birdied 7. I hit a few jump putts, so the game's feeling pretty good. I went 10:31 and 10:01 for my rounds, so I still shot over 1,000 meter round with a 10 and a double bogey on hole 11. So I was plus 7 in 2 holes and still shot 1,000 meter round. Whew. So let's get after today, guys. I'm going to go out there and play. Trying to get stressed out like yesterday. And I think I executed my plan very well. I probably shout out to my brother-in-law and his friend Tyler and Josh Stretzel again, George, Justin Beatty. I love the support I get around here. It's really uplifting and it's great. So I tee off here in about 40 minutes. I'm going to go putt and stuff and get ready for the round. So let's get into it. Let me turn down this air. All right, guys. We're done with Ledgestone. Unfortunately, we are out. So, here's what happened in the last round. Because this is what this is, an update video, right? Yeah. All right, so I just fought my ass off. For lack of better terms, I grinded as hard as I possibly could. And it just was a little bit short. So I started out on hole number 1, executed a nice upshot to save par from maybe 200 feet. On hole 2, I was short of the corner. I threw a sky putter anhyzer to get to about 180 out. Threw it to about 28 feet, made the putt for par. 3 got out of position, just chopped up a bogue. So 1 over to 3. Hole 4, I flipped over too much to the right, had to throw a forehand roller down short of the bridge, flicked a runway up to about 20 feet, saved the par. Then the first big mistake started. Hole number 5, easiest hole in the course. I'm playing with a little like floss thing, sorry. Hole number 5, easiest hole in the course as far as par 4s go. I short released early, went to the left. I flicked it to just short of the corner, and I stretched out and tried to do a forehand to save my par. Hit a tree, sprayed to the right, barely got it out, and took a double bogey 6. So 3 over through 5. No bueno. Hole 6, the first par 5. I threw my trace off the tee. The spotter said myself and Levi had the longest 2 drives he'd seen in the tournament, so we were way down there. So far down, it left it for an uncomfortable angle, so I tried a stabby, like, spike hyzer with a fireball. Left myself in a weird spot to where I had to throw a flex forehand, and I dropped in the middle. I range found the shot. No, I didn't. I didn't shoot the shot. So I threw my anode to try to get up enough for par, and I almost cashed it, but went way deep down to the bottom of the hill in the creek, had to pitch up and take a bogey. Actually, I think I hit the cage on my upshot, is what Josh said. So I am 4 over through 6. Not looking good. This puts me at 5 up on the tournament. The cut line, the projected cut line in my mind is 2 over. All right, so we get to hole 7. I pure my shot down the middle to 30 feet, make the putt. We're 3 up. Hole 8, I almost ace it, put it 15 feet long. We are 2 up. Hole 9, terrible tee shot to the right. Throw my reactor to about 205 feet out. Flick a fireball through this outside gap. Put it to 30 feet. Make the putt. We're going in the back 9 2 up, which means we're 3 up on the tournament. So we're right on the cusp of that cut line, or right about where I think the cut's going to be. Hole 11, which I took a double bogey on the previous day, I sidearm off the tee again, go to the left. I short my upshot 35 feet, and I cash the putt. So that was fantastic. Go to hole 12, which I took a 10 on the day before. So we're trying to divide that number down in half at least. off the tee very nicely behind the short pad. I throw a flex sidearm with the nitro over the creek. Then I short arm my putter up the hill, and I'm in a very awkward sidearm angle. But I throw my panic to 38 feet, cash the putt, jump putt again. We are still 2 over. So in my head, we're still like right there in the cut line, sort of. Then comes the hole 14. I hit a tree early, drop down, have to flick to the corner, try to get aggressive to save the par, because at this point I know that I have to start, executing as well as possible. Then I throw 40 deep, 36 deep on my next shot to save bogey. I cash another jump putt. So I am just fighting. My putter has not touched the ground the entire round. That is an amazing feeling. Get to 14, turn my driver a little bit, lands in the middle. I flick a reactor around the corner on an Annie, pans out. I have the hyzer option. Here's my mental state in this moment. It's the last par 5 on the course. If you're not familiar, you pretty much go about 380, and then it's 500 feet straight, roughly. It's not easy though. So what I like to do is throw the hyzer over the soybean field. There's a crazy crosswind though on that shot. So I told myself I can throw the hyzer and probably get a par. But if I want to birdie it, I have to go up the middle, because I'm 380 feet out from my second shot. So I grab my trace, and I'm trying to get aggressive here. I leave it a little bit outside. This gap's only about 8 feet wide. I hit a tree, spray to the left, unfortunately. So I obviously made the wrong decision, because in my mind here, being 3 up, a par in this hole is fine, but then I'll have to get a birdie or 2 down the stretch. So I was just trying to get a birdie, quicker, especially when I was in decent positioning. So I go on the woods to the left. I can't even swing my arm. I throw like a 30% power, just wrist flick roller over my head. It rolls in again. I stretch out with my putter. I flick it into the bullseye. Pretty much good, right? So as I'm going up to the putt, as soon as I go to release, just a bullseye putt pretty much. I don't know if it was outside the bullseye by a foot or if it was in the bullseye, whatever. It just fell out of my hand and I caged it. The only time my putter touched the ground today was this very hole. And that's very unfortunate. So I took a 7. So that put me to 5 up. So at this point, I have to birdie 3 holes to get in. And 15, 16, 17 are very good chances. So 15, I cleared the little ditch off the tee, and I left myself pinched off. 250 feet. So I'm going to have to throw a tight Annie that swoops out. I throw the angle. I leave it just half a foot wide. I tap a tree, go out of bounds. It's pretty much my tournament right there. I went par, 16, 17, 18 after that unfortunate bogey. But that's how it ends. That's all she wrote for my Ledgestone, unfortunately. I averaged 10-10, and I'm not going to make the cut. I played with Zach Arlinghouse today. Actually a pleasure to play with him. Not that I had a reason it shouldn't be, but very nice kid. He seems like he's maturing and really knows what he's doing on the course. Coming down the stretch on 18, he was in the cut and then took a bogey, so we'll have to see. He's at 3 over, so I was thinking 2 over total would be the cut line, and 3 over would be a maybe. And I finished at 7 over. So just missed it, guys. We shot okay. We'll try again next year. I didn't really hurt my rating from this tournament. I actually think I improved it, which is just gross because I'm not playing tomorrow. I hate these 2 course tournaments where there's a cut after 3 rounds, because if we were to play Northwood twice or if we were to play Eureka twice and Northwood once, it would benefit me greatly. However, to play Eureka once and Northwood twice isn't the greatest, because I throw further and distance is my forte. Not to say that I can't play in the woods, but some of the shots I've seen on my cards this week has really showed me it shows you that you have to be very creative in ways that you have to be creative with your scrambling. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Big Germ threw so many flick rollers yesterday. It was crazy. So did Alex Russell. James Proctor threw a fair share of them too. Today our whole card was kind of putting up a stinker. I think we shot 2 up, 6 up, 9 up, 10 up. something like that, and I was a 6 up. Still rated 996. I'm interested to see how this tournament's going to play out, though. I'll check back in with you guys after this. Thank you for listening to my rambling, but now I have it all out. We can get to something different.